Vaishnava Gosa Evara Karuna Karo Vaishnava Gosa Patita Pavana Tuma Vineti Gona
Patita Pavana Tuma Vineti
Yaharani Kate Apadureja
Yaharani Kate Apadureja
Emona Doyala Prabhu Kiba Kuthapa
Emana Dayala Prabhu Kiba Kuthapa
Gandhira Parasya Hoye Pashyate Pava
Gandhara Parasya Pashyate Pava
Darshane Pavitra Karo Tumhara Raghu
Darshane Pavitra Karo
Harisane Akarade Tare Harina
Harisane Aparade Hare Harina
Tomasane Aparade Nahi Parita
Tomasane Aparade Nahi Parita
Tumhara Hridaye Sada Govinda Vishram
Tumhara Hridaye Govinda Vishnu
Govinda Kahe Namora Vaishnava Para
Govinda Kare Namora Vaishnava Para
Prati Janme Churi Asha Charane Radhuli
Prati Janme Kori Asha Charane Radhuli
Narottama Korodaya Apana Ragoli
Narottama Korodaya Apana Ragoli
Ivara Karuna Karo Vaishnava Gosa
Ivara Karuna Vaishnava Gosa
Patita Pavana Toma Vinite Guna
Patita Pavana Tuma
Shri Vaishnava Thakur ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna. This bhajan is written by Narottam Das Thakur and I'm just going to translate for everybody. He's saying, Evara Karuna Karo Vaishnava Gosaya. Oh Vaishnava Thakur, please be merciful to me at least this time. Patita Pavana Toma Bine Kehonai. If you will not deliver the fallen soul like me, Bino Kehonai, there is nobody else who can deliver me. Jahara Nikate Gele Papa Dure Jai. By going closer to him, the sins run away. That is your quality. Emana Dayala Prabhu Keva Kotha Pai. Such a merciful personality, where else am I going to find? Gangera Parasha Hoile Paschate Pavana. By touching the waters of Mother Ganga, one gets purified. Darshane Pavitra Koro, Ye Tomara Gun. But by just having your darshan, you purify us. So these devotees are even more powerful than even Mother Ganga. Hari sthane aparadhe tare hari naam. Toma sthane aparadhe nahi paritra. If one commits a sinful offense to Lord, tare harinam. Harinam can deliver you. By chanting harinam with sincere feeling of repentance, one can get rid of the sinful reactions. Tomasthane aparadha nahi paritan. But if one offends a devotee, there is no hope. Tomara hrudaye sada Govinda Vishram. Govinda kahena mora Vaishnava para. In your heart, Govinda is always residing, but Lord Govinda says that Vaishnavas are my heart and soul. How important they are. Prati janme kori asha charanena dhuli narottama karadaya apanara boli. Narottam Das is saying, he is telling apanara boli, what? Prati janme kari asha. I have only one desire, that birth after birth, in every birth, I want to have the dhuli, charanera dhuli. I want to have the dust from the lotus feet of devotee. And that is my only desire. So this bhajan tells us that what is the importance of having the mercy of Vaishnavas in our life. And Gadadhar Pandit is a representative of Lord, who himself came in a form of a devotee, right? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And this place is Tota Gopinath. This is a deity which was worshipped by Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit is one of the 5 main Panchatattvas, right? It's called Panchatattva, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shri Vasa. So these are the 5 main personalities. And who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Krishna himself. Who is Nityananda Prabhu? Balaram. Who is Advaita Acharya? No. Sadashiv
plus Mahavishnu.
and Mahavishnu. Then Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani. And last is Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur is Narad Muni. So, who is Gadadhar Pandit? Radharani. And he represents the energy of the Lord. He was also born in Navadvip, very close to the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birth. And he was studying in the same school as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just a class earlier than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In childhood, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name was Nimai. So he was just little elder to Nimai. And they would always play together. They would go to school together. But there was very vast difference between these two children in the school days. Nimai, as a child, was always acting as a very arrogant, grammatically very scholar child. He was not acting as a devotee. So he would always actually challenge all devotees and tell them, why you are worshipping Krishna? Come, I will defeat you and have debate with me, because he was a very great scholar of Sanskrit. But Gadadhar Pandit, in opposition to that, since childhood, was a great devotee. He never wasted any time in logic, in mundane logic, and in all these debates. So it is described that from childhood he was always very close to Nimai. But as soon as Nimai would start going into mundane logic, he would just very swiftly, without offending anybody, he would just quickly go away from them. He would never participate into any of this logic. And sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Nimai, on the bank of Ganga, when he would see that Gadadhar is coming, Gadadhar would see, oh, Nimai is coming. So he would immediately change his road and go away. Why? Because Nimai would again challenge and go into debate. He did not want to do debate any time. He always wanted to remember. He was very attracted to Nimai. He knew that Nimai is not an ordinary child. So everybody in Navadvip was very much attracted to Nimai. But including Gadadhar Pandit, many of the devotees, they would avoid going closer to Nimai. They would see from far away that how beautiful this child is. How wonderful this child that once he becomes devotee, so many more people will become devotee. But now he is always challenging everybody and wasting their time in this mundane logic and debates, so they would go away. So once when Nimai was spotted by Gadadhar Pandit and other devotees, they just changed their route. They just changed their road. So Nimai from far started shouting, Gadadhar, why are you going away? Wait, I want to do debate with you. Don't go away. And then they started just going away. So Nimai very loudly screamed, today all of you are going away, avoiding me, but one day will come when you all will come and want to be with me. Because he knew that one day he will reveal his real purpose of his descent, which was to spread Krishna consciousness. And he knew that all these devotees are at heart wanting him to pick up Krishna consciousness. But how he was acting as a mundane grammatical scholar. He was a very great scholar. Nimai was a very great scholar. You might have also heard about how in his childhood he defeated one very great scholar whose name was Keshav Kashmiri. Keshav Kashmiri was such a great scholar that he would go to different places. He went to Banaras, he went to South India, and he would challenge people that challenge me, take my challenge. And if you defeat me, I will sign the Vijay Patra. But if you get defeated, then you can sign the Vijay Patra. And he was so scholar, but very arrogant and very proud. So he finally once he came to Navadvip, because Navadvip was taken as a seat of scholarly education. So Keshav Kashmiri came there, and all the pandits in Navadvip got very scared. Now he will come, he will defeat us, and our name will be spoiled. So they made a plan. They said, this Nimai is very scholar, but he's just a child. If we send him to represent us, if Nimai gets defeated, we can just say that he's just a child. It doesn't mean that all of us are defeated. But Nimai being very scholar, in case if he defeats Keshav Kashmiri, then it will save us, saying that just a child from Navadvip has defeated Keshav Kashmiri. What to speak of the elders? So they used Nimai to go and take debate with Keshav Kashmiri. And on the bank of Ganga, Nimai comes and tells Keshav Kashmiri that what challenge you are giving, I am ready to take your challenge. And very proudly, in very arrogant way, Keshav Kashmiri said, you are just a child, these are your days of playing. Why you want to debate with me? Are you sure? And he said, Nimai very humbly folded his hand and he said that, I know I'm a very small child, but still I want to make a feeble attempt. Because I've heard so much of glory about you, and I do not want to let this opportunity go. So if you do not mind, can you please compose some praise, some verses in praise of Mother Ganga, who was just flowing by. Just like wind, Keshav Kashmiri, there and then composed 100 verses glorifying Mother Ganga, and came out of his mouth like a raising wind. And everybody was just surprised and amazed that what a scholar. And he was flowing in Sanskrit, and very patiently Nimai heard everything. And when he finished, Nimai said, wonderful, amazing. And it obviously shows that you are not an ordinary person. You are not an ordinary person, and you are definitely blessed by Mother Saraswati. You can actually glorify in Sanskrit so well. So can you kindly tell some faults in your composition? This is what Nimai is telling Keshav Kashmiri. And this was a shock. This was a shock for Keshav Kashmiri. He said, fault in my composition? It's not possible. It's impossible. All my compositions are faultless. And that time, Nimai very, very gently starts telling him the fault. In the 60th verse, you used this so and so word. You use the word for Lord Shiva as Bhavani Bharta. But Bhavani word itself means the wife of Lord Shiva. And you say the husband of wife of Shiva. It means what? Does she have two husbands? So you are insulting Mother Parvati. And like that, Keshav Kashmiri was completely amazed. He said that I spoke these verses like a rising wind. I composed them. How did you remember in which shloka what did I say? And Nimai said that the way you are blessed to compose and to speak so eloquently, I am a Shrutidhar. I can hear and I can remember. So this is nothing something great. Just go, take a peaceful sleep today, and tomorrow we can meet again and we can continue with the debate, because Keshav Kashmiri could not accept that there was a fault in his composition. Feeling completely shattered, that night he went and he couldn't sleep. He was crying incessantly, feeling completely defeated by a small child. And he was praying to Mother Saraswati that how in the world, when I have defeated so many big scholars, this small child could defeat me. Have I offended you? Have I done some mistake in your worship that you have rejected me today? And that time Mother Saraswati appears in front of Keshav Kashmiri and tells him that, do you know whom you are talking about? The person who has defeated you is not an ordinary small child. He is master of me. He is even my master. He is Lord Krishna himself. He is the Supreme Lord who has now come in the form of a small child in front of you. Do not feel bad that he has defeated you. You should actually feel privileged that you were defeated by Lord himself. So tomorrow go and take shelter of Nimai. And this is what was Nimai's disposition. He was a very great scholar. And he did not show his real devotion till one day he met his Guru Maharaj, Ishwarapuri. When his father passed away, he went to Gaya. And in Gaya, he met Ishwarapuri and took shelter of Ishwarapuri. And only after meeting and taking initiation from Ishwarapuri, he started showing his mission of devotional service to others. This is one lesson which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to teach by his own example. Even if you are Lord yourself, you cannot do anything without mercy of a spiritual master. He did not start his mission till he took shelter of Ishwarapuri. And only after that, when he came back, the devotees were amazed. They felt their prayers were just being heard. This most beautiful child, the scholar child of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi, Nimai, was now a devotee. He was running here and there, crying out for Krishna, and he had no more interest left in this mundane material knowledge. And that time all devotees were very touched. And then they started coming together and started doing Kirtan. And the Harinam Sankirtan started getting done first at the house of Shrivas Thakur. So that is a place in Mayapur where this inauguration of Sankirtan movement happened. But very soon after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he came to Jagannath Puri. And he had become the life and soul of so many Vaishnavas. And that made many devotees from West Bengal or Navadvip to come and settle in Jagannath Puri. And Gadadhar Pandit was one of them. He came and he was staying here in Jagannath Puri. And he had taken two vows. One vow was, he will never leave this Nilachal Kshetra or Jagannath Puri Kshetra, and that's called as Kshetra Sannyas. He would never give up this area, which is Purushottama Kshetra. So he had taken Kshetra Sannyas. And second thing was, he had taken vow that he will never give up worship of his deities, Tota Gopinath. So he was always worshipping Gopinath as his life and soul. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and stayed in Jagannath Puri, every single day, for hours together, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come and cry to Gadadhar Pandit that, oh, how fortunate you are that since childhood you never wasted time in this material mundane knowledge, and how stupid or how fallen or how useless my life was till I met my Guru Maharaj. And I have wasted so many years of my life in this material knowledge. But you are always a blessed soul. So he would always come and tell Gadadhar Pandit to discuss Bhagavatam. And when Gadadhar Pandit would read Bhagavatam, together they would shed tears of how would come. And it would become so much that by the shedding tears of Gadadhar Pandit, the pages of Bhagavatam would become completely smudgy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would love to hear this Bhagavatam being recited by Gadadhar Pandit, and he would say it again. If we hear Dhruva pastime, second time somebody says, I know it, but mujhe pata hai, right? That is our feeling. We just go and relax for a while, right? And we close down our mind half of the time. They know, pata hai, we know all these things, right? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would hear Gadadhar Pandit saying Dhruva pastime hundreds times. Say it once more, say it once more, say it once more. He would say that the way you are narrating Srimad Bhagavatam is so much touching to the heart that you are not only speaking, you are realizing and you are sharing this knowledge. And every single day they would read for hours together Bhagavatam here in this place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, once when he decided that he wants to go to Vrindavan, he took permission of devotees, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Ramananda Rai. And they did not want him to go. Right? Yesterday I was saying that they would always give some excuse that Rath Yatra is coming, Chaturmas is going on, Dola Yatra is coming, please don't go, you can go later. But finally once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I need to go, my heart is in Vrindavan, please give me permission. And this is the second lesson. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord. Does he require anybody's permission? But he did not leave from this place till he got permission of devotees. He would beg them that please, if you give me permission, I will go. But if you are not happy, I will not go. Because any action which is done without the blessings of devotees will never bear success. And as you might have heard, that first time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally got the permission from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he personally went and with folded hands he would go to every devotee and say, please bless me that I can go to Vrindavan and have darshan of Krishna. And when devotees with a very heavy heart, when they let Mahaprabhu go, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, he went to Bengal, he went to Ramakeli, he went Rup and Sanatan Goswami. He met Sachivata. But when he met Sanatan Goswami, because hundreds of people were following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanatan Goswami said that it may not be wise for you to go with these hundreds of people to Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a place where one does bhajan for our own internal growth, spiritual growth. And you should not go there with so many people who are following you. And again, listening and respecting what came out from Sanatan Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back to Jagannath Puri. He did not continue, he did not go to Vrindavan. And when he came back, he went and told Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramananda Rai, because I did not get blessings from your heart with full permission, I could not go to Vrindavan. Because in your heart you were hesitant to give me permission, finally Krishna also did not accept me and I had to come back. Next time when he left to go to Vrindavan, that time he said, nobody will follow me, I want to go alone. Gadadhar Pandit said that my life and soul is you, I want to go with you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that you cannot go, what will happen to your vows? You have taken Kshetra sannyas. You cannot leave Jagannath Puri now. And you also have taken vow that you will have to be always worshipping Gopinath. What did Gadadhar Pandit say? He said, hell with my Kshetra sannyas. Wherever you go is my Leelachal. Wherever you go is my dham. I do not want to have this mundane external attachment to this place. And this shows attraction of a devotee to the lotus feet of Lord. He had taken this vow, but he wanted association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so much that he was ready to give up this external rituals. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, please do not go with me because then I will be blamed. That I was a person because of whom you broke your vows. So Gadadhar Pandit said, okay, let's do one thing. You go on your own, I will go on my own. And I will just happen to be there where next you reach. We are not going together, so you will not be blamed. Do not worry. And I will just happen every time, wherever you go, I will just happen to be there. So you go and I will go. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left and Gadadhar Pandit would just follow him, but little parallel route, not just in the same place. And then he would just be there where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. And after some time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, enough of this manipulation. Let's just go together. And then they started traveling together. But again, after a while, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, enough. Please go back. I'm not taking you with me because my heart, I'm feeling very guilty that because of me, you have left your vows. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to a river and he said, I'm going and you are not following me. You are not coming with me. And as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started leaving, Gadadhar Pandit fell unconscious. He could not even imagine separation from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he just fainted there. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not even look behind. He just left. This is the next lesson Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us. In our life, we also have our duties. And we think that we are doing those things. And that is a doer mentality. But when a higher purpose has to be followed, our mundane attachment can keep us bound if we are not strong to go ahead for higher purpose. And that time what is required is determination. Give up our lower responsibilities and just take a bold step to go ahead. And Krishna will protect us in every stage. So just obviously, after visiting Vrindavan, he came back here again and he continued his association with Gadadhar Pandit. At the age of 48, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided that he has to close his Leela. And he chose Gopinath to close his pastime in this particular. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he would dance in ecstasy in this courtyard in front of Gopinathji. And when he decided that he needs to leave, he went into the altar, closed the door, and when the door was opened, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had merged in the duty of Gopinath. There is a crack on the knee of Gopinathji, and it is described by Acharyas that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered this deity at that point. So this deity of Gopinath is not separate from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. And as I said in the beginning, that the age of Gadadhar Pandit and Nimai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not very far, just very close. So he was also around same age, right? 48ish. But very soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, Gadadhar Pandit suddenly overnight became very old. He just couldn't take that intense separation and there was no interest in his life left to continue his life in this world. And he suddenly couldn't eat, could not rest, and his body became very bent just like an old person who was like very old. He would continuously cry in separation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and would read Bhagavatam and serve Gopinath deity. And very soon it came to happen that because he was feeling so weak and he was so fragile that even he could not stand properly. And one day when he went to do his service to Gopinathji in the morning, his hand to put the crown on the head and to put garland around the neck of Gopinath, he couldn't even become straight to put that. And looking at the stress or the difficulty which his pure devotee is facing, Gopinath partially sat down. And that day he became Tota Gopinath. So actually sitting Gopinath, the one who is bent for devotee. This is what is Lord's compassion. We can never grow to Lord's size. But the Lord is merciful, just like a father. If the child wants to ride on the shoulder of the father while playing, how is the child going to go on the shoulder of the father? What the father does? He bends down and he lets the child come on him. This itself is a principle of deity worship. Lord is Adhyatmik, right? Lord's body is Sachidananda Vigraha. But we are in this material world and we have our senses which are still material. With our material eyes, with our material senses, how do we serve Lord? How do we see Lord? We cannot become spiritual overnight till we actually are able to see the Lord and to serve the Lord. But to come to this stage, we need to serve the Lord. And how can we do that? We cannot grow. Lord comes down. Lord takes this material form in Archa Vigraha form, in the form of wood, in Jagannath form, in the form of stone, in the form of metal, in the form of stone, in different forms. He comes down in the form of a deity and he allows us to worship him and he accepts service through that. So many times people say that how can the Lord who is spiritual is present in this material form? That's true, the Lord is spiritual, Lord is not material. But he comes down so that we can approach him and we can relate and serve him. This is the mercy and compassion of the Lord. And Gadadhar Pandit is Lord's Shakti. Until we pray from such a pure devotee, or actually the energy of the Lord, he gives us the energy to serve the Lord. So here in this place, with our folded hands in front of Gopinath, we beg for the mercy of Gadadhar Pandit and of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that through our material senses, with still our conditioned life, we still want to serve, we still want to give that, we want to develop that desire. We should have desire to completely surrender, but we do not have that desire also. So we beg that Krishna, Gopinath, Hey Gadadhar Pandit, please bless us that at least we develop that desire. We should have desire to develop the desire of completely surrendering to the Lord. This is the most merciful form here, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is together in Gopinath. In form of Gopinath, he is giving us darshan of his most compassionate form. And we should pray that we at least develop that sincere desire to have that feeling of Gadadhar Pandit that there is no life, the life has no meaning when the Lord has gone away. The way Gadadhar Pandit's life became, he just felt it is useless. He gave up his life very soon after that. Why? Because his feeling of separation was so intense that immediately he felt that once the Lord is left, what is the use of having this life? Let us also come slowly to that stage where we can desire that we feel that separation from the Lord. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virhename. Without the Lord, your life is all Shri. And that prayer we should make here to Gadadhar Pandit and to Tota Gopinath Ji. Before coming here, we went to the place which is called Gambhira. Gambhira is a place which is a house of Kashishwar Mishra. Kashishwar Mishra, or it's also sometimes called as Kashi Mishra, was one of the very great devotee of the Lord, and he was one of the person in the King Pratap Rudra's ministry. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here, first time when he came to Jagannath Puri, he was followed by some devotees. And when he reached the outskirts of Jagannath Puri, he asked the devotees, either you all go in front or I will go in front, but let me go separately. I want to go separately so that I want to concentrate on my own feelings or emotions with the Lord. So the devotee said, then you please go ahead, we will follow you. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he ran, and as soon as he saw the chakra of Jagannath Puri temple, he would faint. He would cry and he would faint. And once, after a while, once he gets up, then again he would run, crying, calling out for Lord Jagannath, and again he would faint. And where Vrindavan Das Thakur in Chaitanya Bhagavat describes that what normal times this person will take to go from Atharnala, the entrance of Jagannath Puri, to reach the temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took 6 times the time because he was just fainting and walking and fainting and walking, getting up and then he was walking. And as soon as he came in front of Lord Jagannath, just at the Garuda Stambha, from far when he saw Lord Jagannath, his voice was completely choked. Tears were flowing from his eyes like rivers. He was shivering and he started behaving like a mad person. And he fainted there. And the guards, when they saw, they thought that maybe some insane person has come here. And they all came suddenly and they had intention to put him outside, that somebody mad person has come, let us just pick him up and go and put him outside the temple. Otherwise he will create chaos. But luckily with Krishna's arrangement, at the same time the head priest in charge of Jagannath Puri temple, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya that time, happened to come there. And when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya saw this sannyasi, this young sannyasi, he was just 24 years old that time. So he told that, oh, he doesn't look an ordinary, mundane person. He looks very effulgent. He looks very special. But I don't know how he is behaving like this. So please pick him up and bring him to my house. So the place where we went, Gambhira, just opposite to that, there is a house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So they brought him there. And all the devotees, when they reached Jagannath Puri temple, they were looking for the Lord. And they were asking, did you see a young brahmachari? And then they got the information that there was one young brahmachari who had fainted and he has been now taken to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. So then the devotees also came there in anxiety. Is the Lord alright? And the Lord was still unconscious. And all the devotees started chanting very loudly, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, and they were chanting and doing kirtan. But Lord continued to be in unconscious state for how many hours? For 9 hours. He was in trance. He did not even become conscious. And after 9 hours, the devotees were waiting and continuously chanting. Lord opened his eyes. And then he asked what had happened. And then he was told that when you saw Jagannath, you fainted. And then for last 9 hours, you were still in trance, in a completely unconscious state. Nityananda Prabhu that time told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that henceforth you will not go very close to Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, and you will never go there alone because it's very high chance that you will keep on fainting. And since that day onwards, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, yes, Nityananda, whatever you are saying is right, and I will follow because I know it is for my good. And that day onwards, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would always daily he would go to Jagannath Puri temple, but he would stand at Garuda Stambha, holding Garuda Stambha, but he would never go inside. But due to the intense separation and intense love which was there in his heart, the Stambha where he would hold There are his fingerprints. The stones also melted. And when we go, today we went through a different route, so we did not see the Garuda Stamba. But on the Garuda Stamba, there are fingerprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Such intense separation that the stones also melted. And that day onwards they would go like that. So later says Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya started talking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very humbly folded his hand and told Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya that you are a great scholar. Can you please teach me the teachings of Bhagavatam? Can you please teach me the essence of philosophy? I have no understanding. And though I have taken sannyas, but I need to learn a lot. And I know you are a big scholar, so can you please teach me? And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya realized that this is not an ordinary person. But still, he wanted to talk to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he started asking that, first thing I want to ask you, what at this age has made you to take sannyas? Is it easy? And to do bhakti, you don't have to take sannyas. He started quoting scriptures that you can always remain in your ashram and do bhakti. And maybe once you are coming to the age of vanaprastha, you can take sannyas. So why did you take sannyas? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I have taken sannyas now and I have taken shelter of my guru who told me to chant. But I understand that for protecting me, I need to understand the philosophy very strongly. Otherwise, there is very high chance that I can get deviated. So I am falling at your feet to please explain me the essence of scriptures. And then he says that, can you please tell me the essence of a verse which comes in the 17th chapter of 1st canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya starts giving various explanations. He gives about 16 or 17 different explanations for that one verse which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had asked him. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu listens to him very, very patiently over 7 days. And at the end of the 7 days, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He tells him that you have taken sannyas from a Bharati Sampradaya, which is not a very high caste. It's not a very high type of sannyasi. You should have taken from Bhattacharyas. But anyhow, now that you have taken, now that I have now explained to you this essence, for 7 days I have been speaking and you have been listening, but you have not shown any response. Do you understand everything or you have any questions? Do you want to ask me anything? What is your understanding of what I spoke? And that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that your explanations of Bhagavatam is just like the clouds which cover the sun. Even Bhagavatam is like a brilliant sun, but the way you are describing it's like you are covering the whole essence. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was surprised. He had never heard anybody challenging him like this. And he couldn't understand. And his own brother-in-law Gopinath Acharya had told him before that this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not an ordinary person. He was trying to convince him that this is God. But Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya could not believe. He said, scriptures say that God, Lord is Tri-yogi. He does not appear in this Kali Yuga. So I don't believe that this is God. There is no reference which he could quote that. But now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he challenged, or when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually did not say in challenging mood, but in very nice, humble mood, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him that your explanations are like clouds. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started giving explanation on that verse. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya could not believe that he thought that he had given explanation from all possible angles. There was nothing left for anybody else to comment on. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke and gave 19 different explanations to this one verse, which is called as Atmaram verse. In this verse, this explanation, when we read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaks is just amazing. It describes the attractive nature of Lord Shri Krishna. This one verse. He gave 19 different explanations without touching even one explanation which Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had given. And that time he realized, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, that this is not an ordinary person. He falls at his feet and he says that I have now come to conclusion that you are not ordinary, but you are the same person who has created the scriptures, please be merciful on me and show me your form to get me that faith that yes, my feeling of now understanding that you are the Supreme Lord, I can get that faith. And that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya his 6-arm forms called as Shadbhuj Gauranga form. We just saw there at the house of Kashi Mishra. He has 2 green hands, which is holding bow and arrow, and that represents Lord Ram. The next 2 arms, which is in blue color, is holding flute, and that represents Krishna. And the next 2 arms, which are golden form, they are carrying Danda and Kamandalu, that represents Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this time, yeah, correct. So, Shadbhuja Darshana Lila at Shri Mandir. Yes, this is the 6-arm form. And now, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya understood that this is the Lord and he surrendered his life. And then we heard that how he also guides King Prataprudra to take shelter. But here one lesson comes that Gopinath Acharya, who is the brother-in-law, had been telling for last few days that this sannyasi is not ordinary, he is Lord. But when truth is revealed, but if you do not have faith, until you get the mercy of the Lord, even Lord comes in front of us, we will not recognize him. Only when one receives the mercy of the Lord, only when he surrendered, and when he requested Lord to reveal his true identity, then only he could see the Lord as he is. Till that time he could not relate to the Lord as a Supreme Lord. That is what happened even with Duryodhana. Duryodhana came and he saw Krishna's Virat Swarupa, but he did not accept that this is the Supreme Lord. He thought that this coward boy is doing a mistake. Right? We require the mercy of the Lord to understand his greatness and to actually get his true identity. So that is the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in front, and then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya arranged with the help of King Prataprudra for Lord to stay in the house of Kashi Mishra, which is called Gambhira, where many devotees daily would come to take darshan of the Lord. They would come and do kirtan, sankirtan, and do Katha, Krishna Katha in Gambhira, in the same place where we were sitting, and the kirtan was going on. So that is a place where we understand that the Lord has stayed personally for 18 years of his life, and we pray for his mercy in Gambhira, that the way Kashi Mishra, without any attachment, opened his heart to accept Lord in his place, and then he got the mercy. Similarly, oh Lord, please give me strength and intelligence to open the door of my heart so that you can come and reside in my heart. Lord does not want any big asanas, he does not want big worship. What he wants is a willingness to accept him, to grab his mercy. And when we keep our heart open, the Lord will come and stay with us. And that requires purified, sincere heart. And then very close to we went to Shvetaganga. So Shvetaganga is a place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go daily to take bath in the morning. So tomorrow, or maybe later in the day today when we go, we can also, so we will go to Siddhabakula. Siddhabakula is Bhajan Kutir of Haridas Thakur. Then from there, if possible, we will go to Samadhi of Haridas Thakur. That is at the beach side, which is far ahead. And then very close to that is our ISKCON temple there. So we go to the temple, have darshan there. And if time permits, we can take a quick dip in the ocean there. So this is all, probably Haridas Thakur wanted his places to be together. We wanted to Siddhabakula now, which is Haridas Thakur's place. And then Samadhi in the evening. But I think he just joined together so that we can do his Bhajan Kutir and his Samadhi together in the later part of the day. Gadadhar Pandit ki jai, Tota Gopinath ki jai, Shri Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, HG Prema Manjari. Anybody wants to add anything? There are a lot of pastimes which has happened here. It's just not possible that every time we remember to say everything. But if you remember anything, you want to share, you want to add, please feel free.
I want to confirm. So Mahaprabhu left his whatever material appearance right here.
Can we see that?
Morning. Morning when we come in the morning 5 to 5:45, we can have darshan inside the altar. That time they will show. So tomorrow morning we are planning to do. Should we do some kirtan and then go?
Yes.
So because we included in the pastime that Lord Krishna and Lord Ram and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are same, so we will sing the bhajan Jai Jai Jagannath. Also text पे है वो
थोड़ा एंड में ये रहा सच्चिदानंद
Okay, second last पे यहाँ पे जय जय जगन्नाथ. Everybody got? जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने कोरे जा चरण वंदना. जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने कोरे जा जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने कोरे जा चरण वंदना. जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने कोरे जा चरण वंदना. लीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधा नादिया नगरे दंड कमंडलुका. लीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधा नादिया नगर दंड कमंडलुका. लीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधा नादिया नगरे दंड कमंडलुका. लीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधा नादिया नगरे दंड कमंडलुका. हो बोले पूर्वे रावण बधिला बोलो फेर वैभव लीला प्रकाश करिला. हो बोले पूर्वे रावण बधिला बोलो फेर वैभव लीला प्रकाश करिला. हो बोले पूर्वे रावण बधिला बोलो फेर वैभव लीला प्रकाश करिला.
देवो बोले पूरबे रामलीला बोलो के लीला प्रकटोलीला.
जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने करे जा चरण वंदना. जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवने करे जा श्री राधा भावे बेपुरावता हरे कृष्ण नाम करिला प्रचार. श्री राधा भावे बेपुरावता हरे कृष्ण नाम करिला प्रचार. श्री राधा भावे बेपुरावता हरे कृष्ण नाम करिला प्रचार. श्री राधा भावे बेपुरावता हरे कृष्ण नाम करिला प्रचार. वासुदेव घोष बोले हरि जोर हाथ से गौर श्री कृष्ण श्री जगन्नाथ. वासुदेव घोष बोले हरि जोर हाथ से गौर श्री कृष्ण श्री जगन्नाथ. वासुदेव घोष बोले हरि जोर हाथ से गौर श्री कृष्ण श्री जगन्नाथ.
वासुदेव घोष
Manjari has been written by a devotee named Vasudev Ghosh. And he writes here that Jai Jai Jagannath Sachira Nandan. He's talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi's son. Saying Jai Jai, all glories to Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi's son. Nandan is son of Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi. Tribhuvane Kore Jar Charana Vandan. In three words, everybody is glorifying your lotus feet. They are falling at your lotus feet. You are the same person who is holding Nilachale Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhar. You are holding in Nilachal Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. It means that you are the same as Lord Jagannath. Nadia Nagare Danda Kamandalukar. And in Nadia is Navadvip. In Navadvip, you are holding Nagare Danda Kamandalu. You are holding Danda and Kamandalu Kar in your hands. You are holding. So in Chaitanya, in Jagannath Puri, you are having Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. And in Nadia, you are having Danda and Kamandalu. Keho Bole Purabe Ravan Badhila. Somebody says that you are the same person who in East, Purabe means in East, you have killed the Ravana. You are the same person who killed Ravana. And Golokera Vaibhav Lila Prakash Karila. And what did you do? You exemplified your Vaikuntha, or your all opulent pastimes in this material world. Shri Radhar Bhave Eve Gora Avatar. This Gora or this golden avatar, why you are having? Because you are having Radharani's bhav, and that is comes as a golden effulgence. So this Shri Radha Bhave, this Gora avatar is because of bhav of Shri Radharani. And why have you come? Hare Krishna Naam Gaur Karila Prachar. You came to do prachar of Hare Krishna Naam. Vasudeva Ghosh Bole Kari Jora Hath. Vasudeva Ghosh, holding his hand, he says, what does he say? Say Gaur, say Krishna, say Jagannath. The one who has come as Gaur or Gauranga Mahaprabhu is same as Krishna, is same as Lord Jagannath. Shri Vasudev Ghosh ki Jai. Shri Gadadhar Pandit Tota Gopinath ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Jai. Gaur Premanand Hari.